Okay, class. Remember, next week is our midterm class. So the midterm value in E102. Okay, inform your friend now. If you are unable to attend, remember write a formal letter for me. Okay, you know the IMC, yeah. Okay. Remember, do not miss room E102. Okay. Another thing is normally is Monday we have the lecture class, and then the next day we continue the tutorial at the same week. Next week, Monday is midterm, so no tutorial question to be covered. So to let you all have more time to prepare your midterm. So this week we cancel the tutorial class. You inform me. Okay. So this week no tutorial class. Next week we continue the tutorial class. Midterm cover under topic 5 part 2. Topic 5 part 2. Okay, any question? No question, huh? This one, already record off? No. Your face will record off? Here, got got recording or no? Got, Okay, this is a new topic for you all. And then this topic is very flexible and then very easy to apply. And then why people develop this model? Let the next generation start along. We need to study account analysis. Okay. In the risk management, this topic is one of the important topics because the previous risk measurement you study is based on the statistics, based on the economic theory, based on the finance theory that mix together and then develop a lot of model for you. And then just like you study the standard deviation, CV, those things. Those methods is look at the long-term risk. If your boss want to ask you, I want to know the risk for this recap, this become not the limitation for the previous risk you study. So after the 1987, the stock market crash in the US, a lot of people we met with a lot of paper or a lot of theory related to finance we mentioned about the stock market crash in 1987 because this is the first, this is one of the very serious stock market crisis at the time. And then a lot of new methods come out due to the crisis. So at the time, market look at everything is very good, but suddenly we had a crash. Stock market drop suddenly. So in 1987, 19 something, one of the if I'm not mistaken, is a CEO of the JP Morgan. So they want to come up with they want their staff come out every day, need to show the CEO a risk measurement for few days only. So they develop this value at risk. And this value at risk at the 1997 something, they become more popular. A lot of people apply it. On the 1997 something, the Security and Exchange Committee on US, they make all the listed company, they must report the short-term risk on their derivative investment. So those companies start to apply VAR. And then in 1990, Basel Committee, they also recognize this model, this method. So they introduced to all the banking regulation. Now all the commercial bank under the member of BIS, they will also apply this model. So value at risk. One of the reasons, very easy to apply. So a very easy, very flexible example. If your company have a very large value of project, example mining company, gold mining company. They have one mine, inside a lot of gold, you can value them, but you need to spend more than 10 years, 20 years to mine, to operate the mining company. You just get the cash flow. In this situation, value at risk may be not suitable for this kind of company. This kind of company, they can generate a stable cash flow, right? So they take out the value, they put in the cash flow. So this kind of company can have cash flow at risk. Okay, for some company like the portfolio manager, they want to know the high risk. So they don't want to take, they don't need to put the value, they put the price of the price for the share, that where the price at risk. For some company is earning, they want to know their earning risk, or they want to know their project risk. So we have the earning at risk. So this is a very flexible method. So today's topic we will cover what is the VR, and then VR we have the three methods. We have the parametric method. Parametric method means what? I told you the model finance is what? When you come out new idea, then the statistic people will go in, add another thing to let you all confused. Sorry, not to let you all confused, to let the next generation suffer. So they bring in the idea of the normal distribution. So you have the parametric VAR, or sometimes people call variance covariance VAR. And then we have the historical VAR. Historical is your assignment. And we still have the multi-color stimulation VAR, where these three methods in exam only can come up parametric and historical only. Multi-color method impossible will come up. Historical method, parametric method impossible will come out due to what? Sorry, not parametric. multicolor. Okay, I give the same data set for you all, and then you all will give me. If I'm not mistaken, I got 51 students. You all will give me 51 answers. So maybe this method I can detect. If two persons get a similar answer, then you all copy each other. So multicolor method impossible will come up. And then we study the benefit, stress testing, and back testing. So this is a VAR, and then today what we study is applied in the equity portfolio. And then next week we will talk about how to apply the VAR in the bond portfolio. So VAR have two where we using 2 weeks to cover this. Okay, VAR is one of the modeling of market risk, and this to look at short-term risk only. Short-term maybe 5 days, 10 days, and to see the impact on our portfolio under normal market condition. Under normal market condition, understand? It's a method to look at the short-term risk. Short-term here refers to 5 days, 10 days, or 1 day. It depends on your boss. Okay, and we want to know the impact to our portfolio value. Okay, that means how much our portfolio we lost within these few days. Okay, assume I want 5 day VAR. That means within this 5 days, what is the maximum loss for my portfolio under normal market condition? And normal market condition, this is a very important assumption. Because during the crisis time, this one cannot apply. So a lot of things fail due to the assumption. Okay, this for this sentence that add in one more term is this is the worst loss for given the period of the time at a specific probability. That means your confidence level, how much? Just like you study the QT2, you got the 1%, 5%, 10% confidence interval, right? Okay, I say just now I say the VAR they include the idea of the statistic. So they also put the confidence interval here. So at here we just only 1% and 5% only. This example maybe is not a good example. So, no, the idea is like this. Okay, your portfolio is 1 million. Your portfolio is 1 million. And then your loss is 1% at a time. 1% at a time. And you calculate the VL for 100 days. That means 1 day your maximum will loss 100,000. So over 100 days, your portfolio will become 0. Understand the idea or not? Okay. So that means they are calculate the maximum loss for your portfolio. Okay, that means after 100 days, your portfolio will become 0. Easy, huh? Okay, just now, the example say, okay, your portfolio is 10 million. You calculate VL for 100 days and then 1%. That means 1 day maximum loss is 1%. So 100 days, you will lose until your portfolio zero. And this calculation is the assumption, how likely only. Hold on. Okay, the loss is how likely your portfolio will lose over the period, not the actual loss, huh? Not the actual loss. Okay, just like I say, VAR is to measure the short-term risk, and then example 1 day, 10 day, and then it depends on your top management or the group on the all regulator report. Example, Bank Negara also require the bank cover the VAR. And then your job, sorry, not your job, in future, if you in this department, so every day afternoon or something, you need to compute the report log and then to send to your top management. Okay. The VAR actually is, this is your portfolio. This is the return of your portfolio. This is the return of your portfolio. If your boss set the target is 5%, the maximum loss for your portfolio is 5%. So how much the value at here? This is the how much the value you will lose. So simple, huh? Okay, now you understand the concept of the VAR, and then academic people try to bring the concept become the equation. Try to build the idea become the equation. So the equation will be like this. Okay, VAR is your expected profit or expected loss on your portfolio minus the worst case of loss in your portfolio. I mean, your portfolio value is your return minus the loss for 1 day. Then the remaining value how much? This is the original idea of the VAR. And then another group of people come up with an alternative definition of the VAR. We call it absolute VAR. Absolute VAR is the concept that what is the maximum loss for your portfolio on 1 day or 5 days. So what is the maximum loss for your portfolio? Okay. Hey, until now, any question? No question, huh? Okay, I just I just show you how the people from the big picture come up with the equation, and then I don't say the group, the school of thought, huh? So the next generation, people put in the equation. So the VAR, H is number of day, C is your confidence. That means you want the 1 day or 5 day is on the H, then what is your confidence level? And then just now, your portfolio value is depend on the return minus your loss outside here. Hey, until here still not important. Until here still not important. This is still is the original idea. The statistic people not yet come in. Okay, so for the absolute VAR, your portfolio minus the your portfolio value multiplied with your worst loss. Example, your worst loss is 5%, so your portfolio value multiplied with the negative 5%, so this is your portfolio loss. Okay. So this is the original idea of the VAR. This one we skip, this one we skip. But the interpretation may be important for you all. The interpretation may be important to you all. I will teach you my own method. This is from the slide, you see which one is more suitable for you. Okay. Now come in, the statistic people come in. How to measure the R square? How to measure the outside here? Statistic people say we should consider mu, we should consider the alpha and standard deviation. So we substitute this one, we substitute this, go to the equation 1 and equation 2. We substitute inside, then we will get these two formulas. Understand what means highlight in the yellow color. Okay, how to derive from the equation 1 to equation 3? You need to know, no? Need, because last time July, they asked me to show them. I failed to show them. Now try, V 等于 min 减 outside。Okay, you substitute the outstar to here, and then you get the value V equal to M minus M alpha sigma Okay, I think now I can success this one cancel. So alpha sigma. They just substitute inside only So this one not important. Just want to let you know the statistic people they bring in the idea, and then there's now how to measure the alpha. How to know the alpha? So if you want to know the alpha, you can take the statistic table, go to check one by one. We are look at the one tier only, not two tier. So to make your life simple, in finance, we just only focus on 1% and 5%, because 10% is too many. The accuracy just only 60% something. So we just focus on 1 and 5%. Sorry, 1% and 5%. So you need to remember the alpha. 2.33 for 1% and 1.65 for 5%. And if you want to, the negative here don't have any meaning for us. We are away measure is on the loss side. So all our answer show is a negative. So you have this answer. So you have this equation. So now, just now I say VAR very flexible. Flexible in terms of what? If you calculate 1 day VAR, your boss asking how about 5 day VAR. And then, if other method, what you always say is, your boss nothing to do, just try to find problem for you. 1 day cannot make. So what we out this method very flexible. You can convert 1 day to 5 days, or you also can from 5 days to 1 day. We apply what? We apply the concept of what? Square root of time rules. Okay. So after you calculate 1 day VAR, if your boss want 10 days, then you square root of 10. Okay. Okay, simple. If 10 day VAR to 1 day VAR, we use divide. We using, okay, now 10 day to 1 day. We're using VAR 10, 99% divided by square root of 10. Sorry, I'm not 1 over 10. 1 over 10 of 10. 1. Sorry, square root of 1. Okay, this is flexible. Ah, 99. If your boss is the 1%, so 1% is 99% confidence interval. If your boss allow 1% mistake, that means your confidence interval is 99. 99怎样找啊？99 depend on your boss. 啊？ What is alpha? Alpha means allow your root. Okay. One means 1% alpha equal to 1 means they allow you to do the mistake 1%. And then another 99% is the confidence interval. Okay, 5%, alpha 5% means I allow you to do a mistake for 5%. 95% you cannot do the mistake. So 95% is a confidence interval. Okay, so now we go to the method to estimate the VAR. So we have the 3 methods. So one is variance covariance method, and we also call parametric method. Historical method we also call non-parametric method. And then the third one is multi-color method. We have the 3 methods to calculate the VAR. So now we're using the parametric method first. So parametric method, the VAR is very simple. VAR, number of days, your confidence interval, and then alpha, sigma, and value. Okay, then this kind of question, you got 3 unknown variables, right? Question will give you at least 2. And the most popular method in the market is parametric VAR, not a absolute VAR. Okay, so now we assume we take the historical mean and standard deviation from your portfolio from the daily return over the 1-year period. So assume your portfolio invests in 2 stocks, X1 and X2. So the correlation coefficient is how much? Okay, they never mentioned it here, the rule here. So question asking to obtain 1-day VAR and standard deviation based on the last 260 trading days. So we summarize the question like this. We summarize the question like this. Okay, we have the mean for S1 is 0.00155. This is the daily return. All the information in daily. You want to find 1-day VAR. That means all the information you need to put in the 1 day. So this is the 1-day mean for X1, 1-day mean for X2, and then this is 1-day standard deviation for X1. And then sometimes people also call this one volatility. one-day volatility for X1 and one-day volatility for X2. And just now the rule is for 0.14. So the question we're asking you to calculate your portfolio risk, portfolio VAR and the individual VAR. So you need to calculate your portfolio value and the amount you invest in the X1 and X2. So question say you invest 100 in Microsoft, another 122 share in the Azure. Then the share price 91.779.1. So you have the portfolio value at here. So portfolio value I will cover in the chapter 2. So we have this figure. And then we want to find the portfolio standard deviation. We want to find the portfolio return. So if we have to find the portfolio return, what we need to do? Portfolio return is amount you invest in the X1 plus amount you invest in the X2 multiply with the return in the X1, return in the X2. Sorry, return I should using the mu. Remember this formula? You need to bring until the final exam. Okay, so you need to find the W1 and W2 first. Amount you invest in the proportion of the money you invest in the X1 and proportion of money you invest in the X2 is this. Okay. You invest 100 shares, and then the share is 91.70 per share, and then your total investment is 18662. So your investment in the X1 is the proportion of your X1 is around 0.49 or 49% of your money invest in the X1. Huh? No. Weightage only. Remember, weightage is not using the number of shares. You need to bear in mind because your senior has been made this kind of mistake before. Remember, in finance, we just talk about the money. We never talk about the relationship between you and me. So after you have the weightage invest in the X1 and X2, then you can find your portfolio risk and portfolio return. So your portfolio return (0.49% you invest in the X1), the return is and 81% of your money invest in the X2, they give you the return. Okay, after this you can get this answer. And then still remember how to calculate the standard deviation. Standard deviation for portfolio, W1 square, sigma 1 square plus W2 square, sigma 2 square plus 2 W1, W2, sigma 1, sigma 2, and rho. Okay, and then you substitute those things, then you get your portfolio standard deviation for 1 day. Hey, your friend asking, how about your portfolio got 3 stock? Your portfolio got 3 stock, how to calculate the standard deviation? And then the formula is very complicated. And then in academic, will impossible to ask you this question. Okay? Okay, until now I never teach you a new thing. This is for chapter 2. Okay, so now you substitute all the information to the parametric VAR. Okay, I just show you the portfolio. Okay, 99% is 2.33. And then your alpha is, your portfolio risk is 0.0155. And then your portfolio value is 18662. And then after calculate, then you will get 674. Okay? And then you can go to calculate the individual stock. Okay, until now, any question? Until now, any question? No question, And then how to interpret this result? How to interpret this result? This is the maximum loss. This is the maximum loss for your portfolio. So you can interpret the portfolio will not decrease more than 674 in 1 day. And then how many confidence you have? 99% of the time. Okay, this is the interpretation from the book, and then Okay. Just now the interpretation is based on. Just now the interpretation is based on you are standing at here. You're standing at here. This is your maximum loss. You got 99% confidence say maximum loss is 674 in one day. How about if you stand at here? If you stand at here, if your standing point, if you want to interpret based on the 1%, and then you will interpret say your portfolio will lose at this 674 in one day. How many confidence you have? 1%. Okay. So you can interpret based on 99% or based on 1%. Okay. If you go to search the interpretation from the Google, majority of them interpret at the 1%. Majority of them using interpret at the 1% part. But our book, remember, you write the book for the purpose is what? You want other people follow your rules. So the author using 99%, no choice you need to follow. Okay. Easy, huh? Until now, any question? Until now, any question? No question, huh? Okay. VAR, they calculate based on if you invest in the stock one, they say maximum your loss is 570. Then if you invest in the S2, maximum, you will lose 372. When you add out these two, more than 800. You add out these two 889. And then if you calculate the portfolio, just only 674 only. The difference 250 missing. So why we have the difference in 250 here? Huh? No. You see, academic people, they try to write, give the explanation. This is the problem on the VAR. When develop the equation, got mistake, right? This is a natural problem we cannot solve that. Because the VAR is perfect, they're very sensitive on the correlation structure because of the imperfect correlation between stock return. So any wrong, not because of the me, it's because of the model. Okay. So this is bring out the first limitation of the VAR. They cannot handle the correlation. Okay, they're very sensitive on the correlation between the two return. Okay, So the next is the absolute VAR. Absolute VAR. absolute VAR 1 day 99%. So we're using mean minus alpha sigma and then multiply with the value. So same thing, I'm using the portfolio. Okay, absolute VAR you substitute, you get the answer is 657. Okay, so you can interpret the portfolio expected to lose at most 657 in a day, 99% of time. Or you also can, just how I say, you also can interpret based on 1%. Based on 1% is your portfolio will lose at least 657 in a day, 1% of the time. Okay, interpretation you can interpret based on 99% or based on 1%, up to you. Okay, and then the same problem here. When we sum out here more than 800 something, but the portfolio just only 600 something. Portfolio VAR just only 600 something. So the problem is they still cannot handle the correlation very well. Still sensitive to the correlation. Okay, until here, any question? Any question? You need the break or no? Need. Okay, 5 minutes break.其实是一的，因为一样的东西。这是portfolio的。其实你不讲，啊？ 哦，我选的组是老人组。
为什么看你选的是怎样？
我选的肯定有比例的嘛，然后有比例的是每个 company 嘛，所以他只要跌，我就去跌。反正我都不想浪费时间去找别的组合。
所以这样的话，你就不用。还是不用特地去刷。
没有底迷灯的就麻烦，没有底迷灯的我是找大公司的，大公司我就要找它是 local institution for out 还是 foreign investor 不要买。如果是 foreign investor 不买的话，它没有什么特别，它 foreign 走就是我进foreign 进就是我走哦。
可是你不怕好像来国人回来的话，他们会选这个，他就选别的了。
他们有他们的路的嘛，就是他一定会看你PE多少，ROE多少，然后你的公司够不够来5块。他公司只要没有大的一个小税金的话，你不用怕。我进啊。1.1多叫我朋友进来打死不进。
1.0多看掉到
那种掉的很快，就是我们进去了，我们反应很慢的嘛。有几点每天看的，你看今天就起到1.3是吧？没事情做2毛钱呢。西多这种公司会倒的吗？很多 bank 需要它。
它的 special。
1.多很便宜，OK 啦，他会开始算是我们自己做什么的？
一样嘛，谢谢，这个其实我们现在在买的生活的那个都是用人来算。
给一个2%，你的上面你的上面如果放的大，它会大会更高，可是没有去。有几个没有标准这样子。他们叫你concept，然后里面你就会走。有的，他们 叫你做一个vertical 你刚才做的上去，还是以上这才是重要。Okay, class. Okay, let's continue. And then this feels like we promote VL very good. This feels like they say, okay, when we do the modeling, we need to consider the important factor. Just like you study the econometric. So important factor you include, then you just can get the correct answer. Your standard, your result just for meaning. So here they mention, say, okay, just like options. We never using this to measure the option because of what? Option, they have their own modeling method. So VL, if we apply the VL on option, maybe is a question mark. So here they say, okay, if you're using the inappropriate model, will lead to significant error in your risk. This one just promote say, when you apply the VR, you need to be careful. For some instruments, we have their own modeling. Okay, the next is the historical method. Okay, historical method very easy. Just like your histogram. Do you remember on your secondary school, draw the histogram? Okay, assume you take your portfolio return, and then okay, you take your portfolio return for the past 1 year. We have the 254 trading day. Okay, from the return you rank the return. Okay, and this actually is your histogram. Okay, the percentage loss more than 20%, frequency 1 time. The loss between 15% to 99.99%, frequency 3 times. And then 10 to 15% 9 times. Remember, if I'm not mistaken, your assignment include this. Yes. So already come up in the assignment, then you understand this. Okay. After you rank your, you draw your histogram of your portfolio return, and then you set the loss is 1 day 5%. Okay, 1 day 5%. So total you have 254 days. You allow 5% mistake. That means you times the 5% here. You get the answer is around 13. That means you allow 13 outliers. You allow 13 outliers. So 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 9. 4 plus 9 is 13. So your loss in 1 day, maximum 10%. How to interpret your portfolio will lose maximum 10% in 1 day with 99% confidence. Okay? Here they show you negative 14.99 until negative 10. So to interpret this, your portfolio risk, your portfolio will decrease maximum 10% per day and 99% of time. Or you also can interpret on this 1% portion. Okay, your portfolio loss will at least 10% per day at 1% confidence. Simple, huh? Okay, and then the next one is Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo last time I got shown to your senior, but they don't want to study. Huh? Not important. Okay, but you need to understand what mean Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo is they take the mean for your portfolio and then standard deviation for your portfolio. And then after you calculate mean and standard deviation, and then you type the formula based on the Monte Carlo assumption, they automatically help you to generate. If you want 100 example, then we generate the data for 100 days. If you want 1,000, then they automatically generate data for 1,000 days. And each person, even I give you same mean, same standard deviation, the data for 100 days also will be different. They help you to generate the data. And from this, from the data you generate, then you can get your standard deviation, you can get your alpha, and then you go to calculate the PAR. This is Monte Carlo method. Okay, now you study this three method, right? Okay, if you're nothing to do, you go back to your home, you build a portfolio, you apply these three methods. And these three methods will give you three different answers. Then which one correct? You go back, you try these three methods. These three methods give you three different answers. Which one correct? Let me see, I can cover it. Okay, coverage here is 5%. If 1% confidence is around here, 99. Okay, if calculate 1% is around here 13% something. Your loss is 18%, sorry. 18%. So 18% we apply the parametric, the portfolio is 18662. Okay, parametric method, the price, they will tell you maximum loss for 1 day is 657. But just now I calculate for the historical method is 3,000 something. And Monte Carlo, I don't have the template, I cannot show you. So 3 methods, 3 different answers, which one correct? If your boss asks you to do, based on the parametric method, and then you show off yourself, and then you do 3 methods, 3 different answers, which one correct? Very simple. Your boss are correct. Understand or no? They pay you money, ma? Okay. Hey, this is correct. Even you read the book also say got 3 different answers. And then which one correct is depend on your management. Okay. If your management prefer the parametric, then a way parametric is best. Okay.
So exam is based on
Exam is based on formula. Hey, understand how to do your assignment, huh? You go to take the past 1 year trading price, and then you take the difference. And then I asking is a price and risk. I ask you when you will facing the loss. I asking price and risk or value and risk. Sorry, I forgot. I never bring my pen drive. If I say loss, if I'm not mistaken, the profit value and risk. So you need to calculate that. The value and risk is similar like this. Okay, value and risk is similar like this. So you calculate when the probability you will get investment 0 return. Okay, a lot of risk managers actually they prefer the Monte Carlo method because they can generate, they have a lot in econometrics we so called degree of freedom. So you have a lot data, then you can forecast is more. That means you consider more data inside. People say you got a lot of degree of freedom, so your model is more stable. This is based on the idea of the risk manager and then but this is from the book EUT. Just now I say I give you set of data among you all will give me different answer. Which one correct? This is a big question mark. Even I send the student go to the competition, when we apply the VAR, we very hard to convince a person they don't have any, they just have some knowledge. We have to convince to them my calculation is correct. Okay, so among you all, 51 of you, 51 answers, which one I can give high mark? So it's a big question mark here. Okay. This is the limitation of the Monte Carlo method. Past year has been asked this question, what is the limitation of the Monte Carlo method? But a lot of them cannot answer. Okay, come. Huh? Huh? Different. Different answer will come up. And okay, what is the benefit when we using the VAR? So you need to remember one thing. What you study in the book and what apply it outside is two different things. So first, they say a lot of people use this one correct off. In US, last time in US, they required all the investment, all the listed companies to value their short-term risk on the derivative market, and then Basel II need all the bank, their member cover the VAR. Okay, and then second advantage is you easy to communicate with your senior management. Most of your senior management maybe not the finance background. So you talk about the standard deviation, maybe they are not understand. So you try to tell your boss saying, we lost at least 400,000 in one day. Then easy to communicate that they will know what is the concept. Why? That's how I told you when we go to the competition, we apply this concept, we communicate with the company CEO. Company CEO will ask back the question to us. First group, second group, they show the different answer. They ask which one correct. Okay. Except by banking regulation, just how I said, Basel II. Okay. Basel II, they ask the bank, they need to calculate the VAR and then to let the bank know which project they have a high risk and then to allocate the money for the project. Allocate the money to absorb the loss, to protect the bank run, to protect the bank, not to let the bank bankrupt. So can use for allocate the capital. Use to allocate the capital and then this is to let the user know which project they will facing the high risk, higher loss. Then the company can allocate the capital to protect, to absorb the loss. And then the last one. Okay, last one can go to evaluate the performance of the manager. Okay, if the fund manager, the portfolio they handle is a very high loss, then that means this manager, their performance are low. So this is the benefit people using the VAR. And then what is the limitation? Okay, the limitation at the initial point, what I say is based on the standard deviation CB is a historical data. The boss, they want to know what happened on this week, what happened on today. They develop the VAR. but the VAR still using the past data. Okay, so a group of people come out to question say, you say you don't want to just using the past data, but VAR also past information. And then what they say past information that will not repeat in the future, but we are also using the past information. So another group of people question back say, the past information will not happen again. Why you want to follow? Okay. Second is VAR only can capture in other market normal condition. So if we have the sudden change in the market that cannot capture, we cannot use the VAR. So the JP Morgan, they asked the staff level this model that we say market is not every day on at normal. So they want to know every day 4 p.m. they need the report on the CO table to measure the short-term risk. Okay, so people got defense say, okay, if the market at normal how? So the CEO always say, not every day is at normal, so that means you need to do just like in future, then you all will know sometimes we know this method cannot work. By the top management say, I want. Then the third one. The third one is just now I say 3 different methods, 3 different answers how. Okay, 3 different methods, 3 different answers to solve this problem depend on your management. And then VAR only capture the event risk. Market risk. They cannot capture the event risk. What means event risk? Interest rate risk. When I think this month, U.S. Federal Reserve they want to maybe increase the interest rate. This month, we're waiting for the next meeting of it. Not increase that we just got transfer. Why got transfer? Today a lot of good stock is too many foreign investment. So that means too expensive for me. If this kind of people fall out, then I want to invest. Okay, this is the limitation of the VAR. Okay, VAR got so many problems that people require. I think got so many problems why people still using. They need to top up. They need to do additional tests. Additional tests are the stress testing and scenario testing. And one more is the back testing. Okay, what means stress testing? If you go to the risk department, then your risk manager, they every month or sometimes they think the staff is too free, then they will create an assumption. When they create the assumption, all the staff need to be very busy to do the calculation and then report. Okay, just like nowadays some banks they already do the stress testing. What if premium manager drop to 5 ringgit per USD? So so what is their portfolio performance? And then my friend is one of the staff only so my friend tell me the bank performance will go to what part, share price will go to what, and then now we are waiting. That's why last week the annual increased the exchange rate. I'm not so sure. So next time if you go to this department, you will do this kind of thing. Use your right hand or your pastor hand foot or your right hand.
Insider trading.
Message me.
Message me.
Let me have some preparation. Okay, what means the stress testing? Stress testing is you assume a scenario and then a very worst scenario, very extreme scenario, and then see what is your loss on your portfolio. Okay, so simple. So what kind of stress you want? What kind of event you want? Okay, what kind of event you want? So we have we call the stress envelope. We have a different type of risk. Then you can go to test your portfolio with the different extreme. Just like just now I say, some banks they assume if the USD we can measure drop until 5 ringgit, how? So this is the exchange rate risk. Okay, some situation people assume, what if USD continue increase the interest rate? So we have the interest rate risk, or sometimes what happen if Ringgit Malaysia OPR increase? Okay, we have the different type of risk. Okay, you can do your stress testing with a different type of risk, and then sometimes some manager also will come up with some scenario. Okay, example. And we come up with some scenario like, okay, assume the event just only happened one time. So what happened to your portfolio? Or sometimes is they repeat the scenario. They repeat the scenario. So what happened to your portfolio? Just like when you do the stress testing, we assume Ringgit Malaysia drop to 5 ringgit, and then not mean you just calculate the alpha sigma value then story end. You still need to go to the different scenario, and then you still need to assume is this situation repeat the 1997 Asian financial crisis repeat again, and then what happened to your portfolio? Okay. So this is the scenario analysis. This is the scenario analysis. Not only bank do, Bank Negara also doing the same thing. Bank Negara also doing the same thing. So that's why you see Bank Negara, the person will come out say, the situation today and the situation in 1997 is a totally different situation. Okay, so because they also will do this kind of scenario analysis. Okay. Okay. Just how your friend say what bank the dollar do want you and what you sorry. Depend on your performance. The first thing is the attitude. Then English on. Okay. I got few friends in Bank Negara. Even my friend brother also in Bank Negara, and then you can see the attitude totally different between us. And then you say Maybank do not use same attitude. I got few students in Maybank. Or even for Maybank, I say Maybank easy to Maybank is easy. Khazanah just difficult. Then I got 3 students. I send them go to Khazanah. But you can see the attitude. Then some of you, okay, let me ask you one question. How you spend on your SEM rate? Wow, very happy. Your senior come to me, ask me, sir, got any intern company interview? Even just only 3 weeks, 4 weeks, then I call my friend. Okay, you want to know? And then, okay. My friend said, okay, I said, no need to pay to the student, or anything throw to the student. Then, few of them, they do like this. Then you can see the attitude that I recommend that. So you know, I ask them to go to Taiwan. And then some of them after intern already get an offer from the company. They pay very high. So now you still got time to change yourself. Now you still got time to change yourself. I always told my student is 马来西亚的话都是最辛苦的话。Why? We are not competing with Chinese. You go to see Singapore, you go to see Hong Kong, even you go to see China. Okay. They are more aggressive than us. Okay. Here is okay. Already 6. Go back. Their side are different. So even few of your senior, they show the aggressive that I recommend some part-time for them. They also now already know how to do the modeling. By now they don't have so confident now. So sometimes I ask them, I come back and teach the junior because I lazy. Okay, they no confident come back. Okay, so advantage of the senior, sorry, what senior? Stress testing or scenario testing. Okay, we can know what is your portfolio performance in the event. This is the advantage of What is the limitation? Okay, limitation. Well, just now I say the scenario testing, or we say the stress envelope, and then sometimes they combine the computer system that we combine different combination, but at the end, no economy theory support. So, inconsistent with the law of economy. At the end, the result cannot use. Example, high inflation. When inflation high, then interest rate should be high, right? But inflation high, the assumed interest rate drop. So this kind of combination you need to take up because don't have support by the economic theory. This kind of result you need to take up. Okay. Another thing is people critique that you do so many scenario analysis, you just test a very small number of scenario only. In real world, maybe have a lot of different kind of things come out. Just like when we talk about the interest rate risk, what you study is U.S. interest rate increase, Malaysia will follow. You go to study the past 10 years, 20 years. This is this thing will keep on happen. But who knows when Anwar become the PM10, they give the instruction say no. So when they say no, the governor of the bank, the governor, they not follow, then how? No depreciate. They fired a person. Before this is a lady. By now, not JT. JT is retired. JT retired due to Najib. Okay. Another is Hong Jingbao. Hong Jingbao retired due to Mahathir. There got one more lady. Just only 1 or 2 years, I cannot remember. I cannot remember the name. Because the ladies, they say I want to follow the US. But Anwar said no. We increase the burden for the normal trade. So retire law. So now come out with a new one. Okay, so the new scenario, US increase interest rate, Malaysia never follow. This is another new scenario. So when new scenario coming up, we do not analyze. It's also useless now. Okay, and then the third one, we still follow VAR. Even we include the scenario, we still where is the line here? Okay, we just still measure how likely of your portfolio performance. Never tell you what is the actual performance. What is the actual event will happen? Okay, this is the third one, and then the last one. If you even you put in scenario, even you put in the stress testing, you still not in the VAR still handle the correlation very poor. They still sensitive to the correlation. Okay, this is critiqued by another person. Hey, when people give this kind of the limitation, they give this kind of the limitation. What is the purpose? Yeah, to develop another model, let you suffer. So, what I show you is the 3 methods on this. Then, if you go to advanced, if you go to study the new one, we still have another new method. Okay, we still have another new method. Okay, so to solve this, people develop another method called back testing. That mean what? After you analyze the scenario today, you tell your boss, say today your portfolio will lose 1 million, and then after you send the report, you ask your boss allocate 1 million to absorb this loss. Then the next day you go to your office, you go to study your portfolio on the yesterday. Got lost 1 million or not? It's not, then you need to do the adjustment. This is what we call back testing. And family of the back testing, we have a lot of methods. Understand? Huh? You have a lot of back testing inside. Even we say it's a back testing, we still got method 1, method 2, method 3 to analyze the yesterday performance. But the concept of the back testing is you need to compare actual and your forecast. Okay, back testing. The bank Niagara also require bank to do to check. Okay, the idea is like this. Okay, today is 18th for March. You forecast loss 1 million. Okay, and then you allocate 1 million. And then next day, 19.3. 19 March, you go to analyze your yesterday performance. It's within your analysis or beyond. Or example, you forecast 1 million, but in actual 1.1 million. And then Bank Niagara want to know for 1 month or for 1 week, what is your error? And then you should what actions you taking. So this is a back testing. Inside they got a lot of method. Inside they have a lot of method. So we are not covered so detail. Just like your friend say, when people come up with a limitation, the purpose is what? Let the next generation suffer. Okay? Okay. That's all. Okay, give you the hints. For this topic, for topic 6, no calculation.
对，先讨论一下。